The demonstrations have now spread to Hampton Roads. Tonight, supporters of both Palestine and Israel gathered outside Christopher Newport University in Newport News.
Brenna McIntosh is live there now after speaking with protesters on both sides. And Brenna, what happened there tonight?
Well, Dan, both groups ended the evening just off CNU's campus on Warwick Boulevard. At one point, police officers kicked pro-Palestinian protesters off campus. Pro-Israeli protesters never went on campus.
So they're going to arrest us next time they come up and say, you can't do this anymore.
Pro-Palestinian protesters had to move their demonstration off Christopher Newport University's campus Tuesday night.
Blatant infraction of our right to protest, our right to free speech, our right to peaceful protest. They also have the sprinklers on right now to deter us from even staying on campus.
The group Free Palestine CNU initially planned to meet at the university's Great Lawn. The group is not affiliated with the university. A university spokesperson says only certain outdoor spaces are available for third parties who reserve them. The Great Lawn is not one of those places, according to university policy.
We're not going to allow that to take place on the campus. There's a lot of people moving, families moving out.
Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew and his officers staged around campus and the surrounding area. The chief says his goal is to avoid things getting out of hand.
The situation that's going on around the country, I get it. So, people have different opinions. I understand that. As long as everything is peaceful.
Pro-Palestinian demonstrators ultimately moved off campus to nearby Warwick Boulevard. One former CNU student who didn't want to give his name shares why he chose to rally.
That when we look back on this, that I can personally say that I stood against genocide.
Just a block away, another group demonstrated in support of Israel.
So that they know that we're here and we won't be moved.
Rabbi Eric Carlson shares why he took to the street.
Really breaks our hearts to see the anti-Semitism, the hatred sweeping across our land today. So we want to stand for peace and stand for love today.
And protesters have cleared for the night, but at one point we saw roughly 30 people in each group. Live in Newport News, Brenna McIntosh, 13 News Now.
Okay, Brenna, thanks for that live report. CNU isn't the only Virginia school with students holding pro-Palestinian protests. Last night, authorities arrested 13 protesters at Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond. VCU says the demonstration violated several university policies and that protesters were given several opportunities to leave, but many refused. At one point, VCU officers and state police used pepper spray to disperse the crowd after some threw objects at them. Meanwhile, at Virginia Tech, a pro-Palestinian protest ended with 82 people in custody over the weekend. The university says 53 of them were students. Governor Glenn Youngkin is now responding. Early this morning, following the arrest of VCU, he wrote on social media that, quote, "My administration will continue to fully support campus local